Recently, while on the phone with my mother during the polar vortex, I said, Mom, can you hold on just a second? Listen, young lady, you are not going over to Anna and Joey's in that. You march right back upstairs and put some clothes on. Look outside. We're in a blizzard. I returned calmly to the phone. Anyway, Mom, like I was saying, she interrupted me. Liisa, that one is going to give you some trouble. I paused. What she didn't say, but I heard, was, like you gave me. We exchanged a little more gossip and then hung up amicably enough. I glimpsed the child she had been referring to slip out the front door in nothing but t-shirt, shorts, and flip-flops. I watched the flip-flops sink into the snow. It didn't stop her. She scampered across the cut-through and knocked on our neighbor's door. I calmly looked out the window. Truth be told, I wasn't much different. And if she was going to give me the kind of trouble I gave my mom, I probably deserved it. Sassy, opinionated, stubborn, self-righteous, I was all of those, and more. My poor mother, the only foreigner in our homogenous neighborhood in Charlotte, North Carolina, would get spitting mad. Liisa, have you practiced your piano? Yes, Mom, when I hadn't. Have you cleaned your room? Yes, Mom. Have you finished your homework? Have you folded the clothes? Anyway, you get the gist. In response to my hot-headedness, she laid out a straight and narrow path for me that involved school, chores, homework, piano, church, and an after-school job at her friend Jackie's shop. It was partially due to her two best friends, Jackie and Ann, that she even survived me. When I would pass by them with my platinum-dyed hair, heavy makeup, and tight Jordache jeans, the three of them would huddle, staring over at me. I would lower my mirrored sunglasses and stare right back. I felt misunderstood and unfairly controlled. Our dynamic from the age of 14 to 18 when I left for college went something like this. Liisa, you're grounded. No, I'm not. Wait till your father comes home. Fine. More often than not, he agreed with her. Because of that, I spent a lot of my teenage weekends walking self-righteous laps around my bedroom at 208 Middleton Drive, confident that in the future, should I ever have a daughter, I would never be in the same boat. I wanted space, so much space, that after college I moved to Finland, and 2 years after that to Estonia, with the Estonian boyfriend I had met at the Finnish folk school where I was teaching. It was 1991, months before I took the cold barge, thick with the smell of Russian cigarettes and vodka, across the Baltic Sea to Tallinn. Soviet tanks had rolled into Latvia. The Baltic natives were grumbling about Soviet occupation. They wanted independence. And in my naive way, I knew exactly how they felt. It was an exciting time to be there. My parents were far away. My mother could no longer send me to my room. In fact, she couldn't even reach me if she wanted. An international call in those days required me to take a long bus ride to a Soviet-style cement building on the outskirts of the old town, where I would wait to reserve an international call slot 3 weeks in the future. When the time for the call finally came, I would slide the telephone doors closed on the peeling mint green booth. A Soviet operator would place the call and then tap me in. If my parents didn't answer the phone, it was another 3 weeks wait. I remember calling them that winter, the discontent in Estonia rising. My boyfriend and his family were worried that the borders would soon shut again and their son would be trapped behind them for the prime of his life. I'll marry him, I offered. I ordered the call to tell my parents. When I finally got through, I said, guess what? Next time you see me, I'll be married. We've already ordered the wedding bands from Siberia. Then, just as they started to ask questions, the line went dead. I threw my hands up, accustomed to Soviet mishaps. and went outside to tell the attendant I wanted to order another call in 3 weeks. I've never talked to my mother about what it was like after the phone cut off. Fortunately, not too long after that happened, Estonia declared independence. There was no pressing need to marry. My boyfriend and I broke up, and I returned to the States to go to graduate school. And not much later, I met Greg, who I would eventually marry. However, about a month after I met Greg, the Estonian boyfriend surprised us all by turning up on my doorstep. What to do? Naturally, I sent him to stay with my mother. But that's another story. So here I am, 47, and just starting to get an inkling of some of what I put my mother through. Yikes. So, Mom, I know you've probably been waiting for this for about 25 years. Oops. I'm so sorry, and thank you.